Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have Betsy here today in the studio, and of course I always have Erin. Well, not always, but pretty much always. But Betsy is blessing us with her presence today, and you're going to be hearing from her in a minute. We always like to start off our sessions with an announcement of what's happening with So Confident and the garment of the month, the class of the month. And behind me is the variation of the swing tee, which we're all just chatting about here while we were waiting and realizing that we just kind of love this, you know. First of all, the swing tee is a great garment to wear on its own or under things as a second layer. It would be a great garment to wear under what we're going to be talking about later. But it's also an easy garment to change, but we haven't changed it much, really. So in the class, you again learn how to do the ready-to-wear binding. That's a review of other tutorials that we've done, but we do have a special technique for that we think makes it simpler. We lengthen the sleeve. It's normally a shorter sleeve. Lengthen the sleeve and added some ribbing for the cuff. And then instead of a wide swing, we've narrowed it a little bit so it's not quite as wide, and added this 2-layer asymmetric scallop, which is really fun. So you have this rectangular panel, we'll call it, or facing, and we have a template that we give you in the class so that it's easy for you to sew and then cut these scallops, which are not even. Now you could make them even if you wanted to do that, but we liked it a little bit askew, and that's what's been kind of fun. So we have had kits of 3 colors of this fabric. The large loop terry is called. It's a French terry, so the back side of it is quite textured. And then we have another series of 3 kits in a terry twill, which is a very unusual fabric, but it feels like a very, very nice, really expensive sweatshirt. But of course, it's not so expensive when you buy the kit and make it yourself. 3 colors of this, 3 colors of this. We did run out of almost every one of the kits, but I have ordered a bit more, which should be here in a week or so. So I believe it's still on the website. You can order it, but you may not get it just right away. So Scalloped swing tee, the class for the month, or if you're a yearly subscriber, of course, you already have the class. You have the video, you have the prep letter, you have your template, and you're ready to go. All right, that is November So Confident Series 12. I have my weekly giveaway fabric. So this is a piece of Chanel fabric. Uh-oh, we have someone on the sidelines who's looking at this. This is pretty interesting, actually. It looks, at first glance, like it's just beige and brown, but there's lavender, there's green. It's just a typical Chanel fabric with the little ribbon, I don't know what you call those, flags, I guess, tabs. So there is 2 2/3 yards here. Pure Chanel. I don't remember where I got it, don't remember how long I've had it, but Chanel jackets, vintage or new, are still very popular and very in. So this is absolutely enough fabric to make a nice jacket or even a topper or something like that. So 2 2/3 yards, going for $50, no shipping. So email me at linda@sewingworkshop.com. First one who emails me gets the fabric, and we will send you a little PayPal or Venmo invoice. I think we do PayPal, actually. All right, I wanted to talk about, a fabric that has come back into stock. We have the polyester stretch crepe fabric that we talked about a few weeks ago with the Valencia pants. Black and the charcoal are back in stock. And so I'm traveling today. I'm going to Cleveland for our knit workshop, which starts tomorrow night. And so I have on my travel pants. And this is the charcoal version of the polyester crepe. And here they are in the Picasso pants. I pulled them off the hanger and put them on. I have traveled with them all summer, all last spring, put them in the suitcase. I've never pressed them. I know that I've cleaned them, but I have not They just don't wrinkle. I mean, they are fabulous pants, and they feel great. Of course, I love the Picassos anyway because They're comfortable, they're easy to travel. You can put a pocket in this front seam, or you can put a patch pocket on them. But I just want to tell you that we have the black and the charcoal back in stock. So take advantage of it. I tell you, it will be your favorite pants for this coming season and probably for the rest of your life. So, all right, we have a new pattern to reintroduce to you today, and it's called the Trio Top. We are going through our classic patterns and bringing them back out as digital patterns. So Betsy is in charge of that whole program. So Betsy, come on up here and let's talk about this Trio Top. Hello there.
Hello. Hello.
And we both have on Trio tops.
We do. We do.
Vintage and new.
And brand new. Hot off the
yeah, because I talked to you yesterday and it wasn't done.
It was not finished. So the Trio Top is the pattern that I have gotten the most requests for.
Yes.
I mean, constantly. Where's the Trio
Yeah.
Top? So we had to bring it back.
Yeah, and it's interesting because we have the cottage shirt, we have the 9 lives, we have similar shorter, short sleeve things, but there was something, and I think I know what it is. So let's get this little babe over here a minute in the middle of us. And I think it's all about the back that makes people love this. Now I'm guessing, because I've never really asked that, but what do you think? Is this
I think so,
part of it?
This has, you know, compared to the cottage and everything, it has some details that you just don't see on those other patterns.
Right.
And this back insert is one of them.
Yes. So we call this a back yoke, and it is inserted as in a square here, which we're going to talk about, and then a little bit of easing, gathering below that. So it does have that very distinct. I've seen some incredible variations of this where, in fact, you have one on. Embroidery, applique, you know, you can embellish this back panel in a lot of ways, or as you've done in a contrasting fabric.
Yeah. But I think the gathers make it really drapey and really flattering, and it's got a beautiful line.
Yes.
Another difference that I really liked about it is that the sleeves are pretty much in the pattern, and then you just do a nice bias binding on the edging. So you don't have to mess with sleeves and arms, eyes, and all that. It's just right there.
It has the traditional collar and stand. We've made it without the collar, left the stand. We've made it without both. We've done variations, which you're going to see over a period of time. We have a couple of variations, which we're not going to show you today, but we'll do that one of these days. I was looking at this morning on the dress form, and I guess this includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buttons. And frankly, I don't think you need this bottom one.
No, you know, I didn't put in this button because I just never button that, and so I don't bother with it. But I did put the rest in, and when I got to the bottom, I was like, oh.
I know, it's just, to me, I mean, maybe this was what we were doing whenever this pattern came out, I don't remember. But I think I would just do 7 buttons. Yeah. Or even space them a little bit more and do 6 buttons or something. And you can do larger and smaller buttons, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, because I don't have the bottom button, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did notice something about this specific Trio top. I got this out of the vault yesterday, and this is that silk Madka, which that kind of comes and goes, you know, in the trends of things. And I love the look of the fabric. It has a very homespun, casual look, even though it's silk. But this particular garment has been in the vault for I don't know how many years. It's never been worn, and it's never seen the light of day, so there's never been any sunlight on it. And we have 2 little light bulbs that you screw in the ceiling in the vault. And this has hanger fade. Yeah. Now, isn't that interesting? So certain silk type raw silk garments are dangerous to sew. You spend all this time sewing a beautiful garment, and then it hangs in your closet, and you bring it out, and it has, I mean, this isn't bad.
No, but you can see it.
But you can see it.
You can see it.
And that's just something to remember when you're making, you know, in my mind, I'm making fine garments that last my lifetime. I wear my garments for years and years and years. We were talking about that today too. We, Erin and Betsy and I are not of the buy and throw away crowd. No. We buy fabric, make something, and keep it for years and years and years. Yeah. Our form of sustainability. So at any rate, so just remember that. It was just sort of an off note.
Do you think like a padded hanger would help with something like this, or do you think that's just
I don't know if it's the hanger. I
Okay.
think it is literally what little
the
light
fabric?
hits, and it could be dust. Honestly, if I really worked at this perhaps, or pressed it a little bit differently, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. In fact, now that I look at this, some of it is kind of see-through, show-through of a bulky seam right here,
Right.
which is probably enhanced by a hanger. So yes, maybe a padded hanger would help that. That's actually a good idea. But I have seen other silk type garments in our vault that are they have like a zebra stripe. I mean, they're really, really, really faded.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it doesn't.
We're having technical difficulties.
That's because I'm here.
It's not playing on Facebook.
Oh no.
So, I think we should stop
Okay.
and
Okay.
start over.
Okay.
We're not sure why, but it's not streaming properly. There's a glitch.
Okay.
So,
Well, you mean start over, start over?
yes.
Okay.
Okay.